See, if God gives you the privilege of his face, don't gamble with that privilege. Many men are seeking it. They've not been granted access. Those who lost it till today, some of them have not been able to recover. You know a man called Jimmy Swaggart? When Jimmy Swaggart started ministry, he was the epitome of what an evangelist is. Men like Billy Graham looked up to men like Swaggart. Swaggart was the SI unit of ministry. Moved in power, moved in the dimensions of the Holy Ghost. He was a radical preacher against sin. Radical. Immorality in his day, he was the voice that God used to stab it in the hearts of men. And then Satan decided to set him up. They packaged a young prostitute. And Jimmy Swaggart went into that lady. I'm not exaggerating. 500,000 left his church. It was a major disaster in America. People openly stood and said, if this man can sleep with a prostitute, I will never serve God again. Such was his influence. That's why when you see Jimmy Swaggart preaching now, tears fall from his eyes. Every day he weeps. He weeps for what he had and what he could have had. This thing is with fear and trembling. You tremble at his word. You never become familiar with his presence. You don't take his love for granted, because the one that comes to you as Father, as you begin to mature, he will now show you that he is Lord. You know what Lord means in the Hebrew? Master, owner. In your walk with him, he will now begin to teach you that he is your master. That your life is not your own. You are just a custodian. He gave it to you in trust. It's not your own. He's your master. You've enjoyed his love. You are swimming in the love like this. Swimming. Then one day he will come and tell you, from henceforth, all that your salary, be putting it in the offering basket. And he won't tell you why. He won't tell you why. Because he feels now that you have grown up. He needs to show you that in this kingdom, it's not love that is everything. Government is important. As you are beginning to learn the way of his mastery, he will now show you that he is king. That what you entered into is a kingdom. And in certain instances, the instructions of the king is law, even if it's not comfortable. Then when we all die, we'll meet him as judge. The same one who is Father is Lord. The same one who is Lord is King. The same one who is King, he will be judge.